everyone, it's G-Meister here.
What were you about to do?
Fuck your tongue.
I only stick my tongue out like that because it's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
All I need now is a feather.
When you're doing that, I was thinking Homer Simpson.
Either that or I lay horizontally to the camera like this, and every time I snore, these drawers come out, and then I push it back in when I exhale.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, alright, welcome back to more Great Ace Attorney. The second half of Stream 4, because these are being divided up due to schedule stuff.
Enjoy the next 42 minutes. Gavin. You had 42 minutes. I ordered pizza.
Bluffing's my stick.
Bluffing's my stick! I feel like you're more afraid of me saying I ordered pizza than than somebody shouting he's got a wire at this point.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that backfired.
Yeah, no, that one undid the Pavlov and created a new one.
You just revealed your weakness.
I'm a very open man.
I'm a very open man. You know what else is open?
Someday I'm gonna go to a fan convention, someone's gonna be like, I ordered pizza again.
And they actually hand you a pizza box, and you'll finally let your guard down and be like, oh, really? This is just an actual pizza? And you open up, pie to the face.
If they were gonna do
the pie's
that.
filled with wires. Turns out it's a bomb. Anyway, what were we saying?
They're at least gonna do that, at least make content out of it. That's what I always tell people.
If you're gonna kill me in front of an audience, it better be in front of a live audience.
Exactly.
A live studio audience. Also, I think there's a pine needle on my foot.
Oh yeah, we're playing more Great Ace Attorney. We're in the British court. This is a lot of bullshit happening. Fucking...
Ew, British? No, I'm kidding.
British people, what are those? People looking right in our souls right now.
Actually, he's not even looking at all. He's fast asleep. You remember where we are, right?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh wait, that's right. You voice her. Have fun, and don't make her Russian.
I'm gonna try my damnedest not to.
Just think British as hell.
British. So I snuck inside the carriage before they looked up. What the? So I snuck into the carriage before they looked up. Looked up? What the fuck? What?
Hooked up.
Before they hooked up the horses, just like always.
That's, you know how to pronounce that? Go to history.
Okay.
History.
Okay.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, like always.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. Nothing. I'm used to nothing.
Okay, did you ever watch Peter Pan? Like the original Peter Pan?
I beat the shit out of them in Kingdom Hearts.
Do you remember how the kids sounded? Just replicate the kids.
I'm gonna have to replicate the guy with glasses.
No, younger.
The younger kid?
The young kid.
The young kid. Not the kid in the fursuit, right?
No, not those kids. Don't replicate furries! Don't do that!
I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hidden place.
Hiding
place. It's a pinching that. Then, after a while, I heard a loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did, and screaming just came out. Bluffing. Because of that, this swell found me. What's a swell? What?
This swell found me.
Yeah, he's referring to her. She's referring to him. It did help me get away, mind ya. Gosh, I'm gonna have to work on my British if this goes, which... Really, Runosuke? First thing?
It's only fitting. You know, I never noticed how much anyone said yes until you just started pointing it out. You pointed it out like five minutes in the first game.
Yep. Because it's not like, you know... I don't know.
It's in every piece of dialogue, and now I can't unsee it.
Yes! Yes! He let you go? Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, okay. I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilden.
Drip.
Ooh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. Drip, you see, I love how that breaks you occasionally. You see, she couldn't have possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
How?
As I said before, sir. I was sitting on top of her. I called it. I was sitting right on top of the place she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for.
Judge?
I think a demonstration is called for.
I like thinking mimicking.
This is where I sat that night. And the cubby hole, which you've spoken, is underneath the seat, I presume. I could see inside there. From my chair. Judge line. Renosuke line. It does appear to be large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
I love the writers of these games, or at least the translators. They're so great with synonyms.
Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there.
Actually, you know what I gotta say though, the translation team did a pretty good job in this game, I think. Like, it's like especially with the higher vocabulary and all that jazz, compared to like the trilogy.
Whenever I had to look up walkthroughs, I had to look up fan translations.
That makes sense.
So Suzuto would be like, yes, there's a piece of evidence for that. Right there.
But
you can look.
But instead, the fucking official release is now like...
Yeah, the official release is just like, Renosuke, if you take a gander at your court record, I'm sure you could find something to help you. And I'm like, this is staggeringly different, because I would look at the exact spot I'm at, because I could tell by, like the evidence pops in for a second, I click it. So while I'm skimming through the video, I'm like, oh, I recognize that, I just did that. And then I read through it a little bit, and I'm like, this dialogue isn't the same. And then I would literally pause the video on the frame that I'm on, and look at the two, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, fan translations are fun.
Like the way...
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to deal with that for the second investigations!
Because that's the only way we can do it.
It's gonna feel so dead inside. The first one's gonna be like, yes, I'm Edgeworth, and I guess I'll investigate this case. I suppose that since Ride can't do it, and the next one will be like, yes, I'm Edgeworth. Something sophisticated. I'd like some tea while I drink my case.
I actually hear a lot of people say that the investigations to translations are really good from fans.
Okay, if you guys say so. Like, it's gonna be whack.
It might be a little whack.
I already read this. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration. Ah! So you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they had to automatically assume she'd done it.
So they assumed you'd done it.
Yes. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. I mean, it's not like she kind of ruined it herself by being a fucking pickpocket. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. Drip?
Yeah.
Not at all, my lord, not at all. I simply did not give a shit. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt in my own name for the sake of the less fortunate loss. My goodness. She was going like this. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Fuck, I should have screenshotted that.
What a perfect gentleman. It looks like the park was saved. What is this, regular show, 1879?
Yeah, fuck all these names in here.
Let's forget about that for a minute, okay? I want to eat my pumpkin.
My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, Sir Van Zieks. You better step up if you wanna.
Actually, there's one left.
Yeah, I know, since the typewriter lady. Oh, okay, what do you...
With calm calculated reasoning, one arrives at the truth every time. I eventually steal someone's line. I think. I forgot who steals my line.
Hey, Van Zieks, you wanna try to stop this? I'm not complaining, but,
Zombies! I actually don't know what that means, but I'm assuming they're supposed to be dead. All 6 members of the jury consent.
Joel.
In their learning to verdict of not guilty. I'm not clickbait.
Get out of here, Van Zieks. Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Naruhodo. Well, it must mean
We're done. Moving on. No, we're not.
we finished in 22 minutes.
It must mean what? We could have finished this last time then! You fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Is this really the end?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say! It must mean what?
That we're victorious, I lied.
Yeah, a blessing's my stick. You better stop doing that. We've won? Are you sure? Are we sure? There it is.
Objection!
Feet!
The sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends. Pray do forgive the discourtesy. Uh-oh.
We gotta open
We
that.
forgot to open this. This really is a consummate example.
What did we use to open it yesterday?
Oh, that's right, the rubber thing. I gotta go get that. By the way, yesterday, small FYI for our audience, we couldn't open this.
It was really
we had
tough.
to pry it open.
We both tried.
That means quality, though.
That's true.
It did taste good. Well, you gotta at least peel that off.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. We literally walked into here and then filmed.
Same time, yep.
Yeah, that's right. We literally pulled up to your house at the same time.
Aye, there's fucking wine bubbling under here. Smells good. Shit. Red grape juice cocktail. Non-alcoholic. Right here. Proof. Proof. We're not breaking the law. Because we're men of the law. I don't know. Filling time. Show. Theater is fun. I don't know. I just got done watching a show. Came in here. That's the reason. By the way, that whole show is the whole reason why we had to split this up between the 2 days. Because I want to show support to my old drama club and yeah. All right,
I almost went, but work was kicking my ass. Where'd you put the bottle?
right there.
Oh. You didn't even get off the top! I literally said that before I left.
It's bubbling, by the way.
Oh, we've been shaking it too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary.
You don't have extra napkins in here by chance, do you? I think it's actually different on the side.
We might have burned through mine. Oh wait, I have some over there.
Oh, sweet. By the way, this is the rubber thing that I used. See the hole
What the
on it?
hell is this?
I don't know. I found it in your drawer.
I think actually it might be a tub cloth or something, like a drain. Yeah, that's what it looks like because of the chain.
Well, apparently I used part of your bathroom
To open your bottle.
That's awesome.
It makes you feel better. We probably haven't used it in like years.
Dude, I eat food out of the trash. You assume something scares me. Oh, hang on. It's coming apart.
By the way, feet.
I was wondering when someone would bring that up.
Baron Von Feet.
You know, Gavin, you should be happy this isn't your...
Character.
Yeah, because you know why?
Why?
My foot is now immortalized on your film.
Wiki feet, come on. That's a real thing.
Oh yeah, don't. I think Jackson was mentioning that. I think someone rated his foot 7 out of 10 or something like that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Anyway, see, what we do here is we wrap this drain clog.
That is a makeshift bottle opener right there.
It is. And if there's one thing you guys know about me is that I'm bootleg. What? Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I drink out of the grape juice bottle.
That's essentially what this is.
To be fair, I was just testing it. But anyway. Ooh,
You didn't even pour. There we go.
I'm working on it.
By the way, we went through the whole bottle last stream.
We did.
By we, I mean
Sorry,
he.
I did.
Yeah.
Gavin doesn't get to touch my alcohol. And now he's trying to impress me like I'm his alcoholic prosecutor.
His alcoholic prosecutor.
Be a sport and grab me another beer, would you?
Be a sport and grab me another glass, will you?
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices.
Oh, so you, now suddenly we have flaws in this amazing court system. Okay.
Flaws. You use that as if he was talking about something plural. He said one monumental flaw, where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day.
That's a fair point. Emotion? That's not until Ace Attorney 5. Calm down.
The witness's last statement gives us a clear insight to his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
Where did I put the bottle?
What do you mean, his true nature? I gotta try going deeper for Inosuke, I'm sorry.
Do you really think the Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the public.
Please.
Did I say public?
You-
Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as a witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. Hang on.
You're trying to find the ass.
It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
It is noted in black and white, I'll give him that.
It's in black and white.
I will give
Hey
him
guys, check it out. You want to see Mount Fuji's ass?
Mount Fuji's
I'm
ass.
gonna call her Mount Fuji, and you can't stop me. Good gracious! The evidence has been tampered with.
What? That's your job.
Hang on, I gotta move this closer. I think I moved this backwards much. There we go. In order to corroborate Mr. McDrip's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
Okay, so it's not a plot hole. It's not a plot hole. There was shit in there earlier.
You think these games are written without a brain?
I did experience Big Top.
That was not a bunch of plot holes. That was not a bunch of plot holes, and you
It
know
was a bunch of conveniences. What?
It's physics.
Okay, your second line, Ryunosuke, is what? Your first line is yes.
Where's my headphones? No. Daddy Judge needs his music. Oh.
I'm making this worse.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna fall in my crotch. That's gonna fall in my.
Order! Order! I gotta finish this cup.
Yo, that laugh sounds like a dolphin. The one I just did.
Maybe you should play Plants vs. Zombies.
I should do an Echo the Dolphin screen.
Oh, I forgot to put the games on the USB to give
That's
you.
fine.
Nah, next week.
How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel?
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment on the seat was not empty.
See, I agree with you. As much as, even though I do want to win, I do agree with you. Truth is more important. Let's go, baby.
Well, my Nepalese friend,
I don't disagree. Me? Me?
when the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law.
I did do that! Huh?
Pray, what did you find in the condition of under-the-seat compartment to be? Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman would have been able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead, tell the court now, fella. Drip, how this Is it all an elaborate excuse by desperate Lord Von Zieks?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My morality's being called into question.
Again.
Well, Council, do you have something to say on this matter?
Can I-
I'm running out of wine.
Already.
Actually, wait, hang on. I cleared through one of these yesterday.
Yeah, you should stop drinking.
That's probably why I was so hyper.
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of the little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? Well, that's not true.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
also
not true.
Yeah, it's just the truth.
That could jeopardize my case.
I hate it here.
I hate it here.
I know the right answer. It's alright. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as a counsel for the defense, but as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it. Yes. Yes!
Are you sure, Council?
There ought to be waste. Ora! What are you saying now, you deaf doll? I thought you were on my side here.
I'm on the side of truth, good sir. I went through a whole character arc in the previous games.
What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man on the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. That's a cool way to say it. I'm just telling you the truth, dude.
Based. Interesting. Just not altogether pleasing, fella!
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McDrip.
You almost called him Miguel, didn't you?
Listen. I don't slip up that often. At least with the gimmicks.
We need to find a way to fix that. Well, don't forget what you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing. Not altogether reliable, no. The court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Drip. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken?
Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
George Line?
Oh, that's an authentic one right there.
Yeah, authentic British George Line.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Guys, frame that one up on the fridge right there.
I should like the jury to weigh on this matters, I thinks.
Oh, you're trying the accent again.
I do what I want.
The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage, which we saw earlier but has now disappeared.
You know what I'm actually a little curious about? I say as he immediately goes into a thinking position.
The guild rules state that the omnibus should be properly and fully equipped at all times. Though it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible, right? Right, Beppo? The money-lending fleecer and the pick-purse are lying. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, right.
I mean, I kind of caused this, but... Aha! Why am I shocked?
What do you mean, why are you shocked? You're about to lose your case.
Ha! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always the stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them. What? Oh,
Rich guys are cool.
Fuck.
Rich guys are bad. Rich guys are cool. Rich guy. I can't make up a mind. Trick or treat.
that's the general public right there in a nutshell. Rich guys are cool, rich guys are bad.
It just depends on who talked last.
Yeah. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
That's why I said trick or treat. Because I got some treats right here. Do you want to finish these off? Because I've been devouring this thing. But so I must concur here. Here, I'm gonna take one more.
Are we even now?
Take With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
I have a feeling you're gonna be recurring. Yes! But every time a different truth, it seems.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate.
Oh boy.
Okay, counsel. Thank you. But before we proceed any further, there's the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. And not outstanding as in it's good. We're living in an olden day here.
So what do they mean?
Outstanding. Strange and obscure. Counsel for the defense! Begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work. It would seem. Hey, the Reaper of the Bailey wouldn't have gotten that W unless I opened my mouth. Okay. Gotta have some self-confidence here. What the girl saw. Is this the Allegro version of this?
I never bothered to pay attention to that.
Oh.
I never had this game up loud because I was usually playing it at night. You should
Fine.
press everything.
Hold it!
The press everything.
I get it here. So you were already in the omnibus before you even set off on its run? Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of just spending a Joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, innit? I fucking hate you.
In it, bruv!
I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Optimal.
Counsel! I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have to recognize a Sigma when I see one.
Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fires and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman would testify. And one little scapegrace ride for free.
The red conk of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see.
His last night. After tonight, it's night-night forever.
So that's when I slip into the car and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
But your hiding place is a storage compartment.
Problem?
Full of equipment from the coach. No? Good luck doing that.
I'm not good with coin tricks.
I can always throw coins at you, as McDrip.
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chunk all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seemed to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. You try to pronounce that.
Not doing it. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all the stuff out so I could
So I could hide.
Hide! I'm sorry, I always said, you could interchange hide and ride in this context. Hide does make more sense, but you could use ride. So I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
Judge line.
Authentic.
Small. It seems you've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue, madam.
Did you want to continue the game?
Hold it! Back to menu. Back to menu.
A waste of time? Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on me own in the god permit at least some other time. What? In the other god permit at least some other time. What's she trying to say there?
Okay, let's... Welcome back to Grammarly Review. Alright, so most nights, I'm on my own.
Yep.
And do you know what a permit is?
Like an area where they get permission to go?
Yeah, so like if you have a driver's permit,
Okay.
it kind of allows you to go there. So she's saying in the a lament of God, basically.
Oh.
At least some of the time. So basically she was only there because God allowed it to happen.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what she meant. Okay, never say you don't learn anything on the show, kids.
You can put education on those tags, because we be teaching.
I might just do that.
I might just I beg your pardon!
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, Judge!
I'm being check out my Gavin impression. Did you say God permit?
Gosh, maybe I should have voiced the British one.
You already got the Japanese one, calm down.
Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away.
And get away.
That's it, only that night. This code was set on me from the start. He was sitting on me, I tell you. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. Badass.
I don't know, Gavin, you try lifting someone off a seat that probably already weighs like 40 pounds.
That's right.
You mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed train?
Yeah. Right, mister.
To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. Drip, you don't expect to lift the cushion you have been sat on and find a child now, do you? Please don't take that out of context.
Judge. So this Miss Lestrade. I was gonna say Leotard.
Pardon? That's Lestrade!
Lestrade.
That's a Sherlock Holmes name, man!
I'm sorry, we went over this last time.
That's exactly why I'm even more disappointed in you.
So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
Fox needs there's only one person who could have done it. He was the judge.
Awesome. So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. Not a jolt. Most days I push the cushion up and weave me
With me, Ed.
Okay, so every age is just
Yes, Gavin, that's how accents work. She doesn't just take a random word
Got it.
and just remove the first part of it. It's
with
always-
weave me Ed and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher. I can have at a butcher's who I'm gonna fiddle. What the?
Okay, butcher, back then we used different context.
Yeah,
I can have a shot at who I'm gonna fiddle, almost.
we're gonna.
Not quite, but...
Okay, so we're getting a lot of historical lessons here. We're getting some grammar lessons, some cultural lessons here. Guys, this is education.
You are gonna struggle so badly on this.
It's gonna fucking suck.
Dude, I read this naturally. I knew everything she was talking about.
I'm sorry, I'm not British.
I'm not British either. You know what I do have, though? Context clues. I used to get yelled at for context clues, because every time I'd be like, Asher, what are you
See? Fuck you!
He's Japanese, you idiot!
Him! We're in the same boat, Mr. Naruhodo.
You're not Japanese!
Yeah, we're both foreign.
You studied this dude's era! You should...
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. You see? Anyone would fucking think that! I mean, I can't have a look. The sea I get under ain't as plush as the other one's sea. So most of the time, it's also F?
Yeah.
It's H and F, okay. Most of the time, the passengers plant themselves. Is it T?
Plant themselves.
Give me a board!
There's an H with the T. So TH.
Oh.
Plant themselves.
Plant themselves opposite.
Plant
Fuck it.
themselves.
Plant themselves.
You can see the T is at the end of plant. The T is already there. That's how accents work, Gavin.
God, bring me back to my kangaroo court. I miss kangaroo court already.
You know what? This is a kangaroo court. A kangaroo of accents. We're gonna get Spanish later. We're gonna get Italian. We're gonna get German. We're gonna get all sorts of
At least with Spanish, we can somewhat decently do that.
Yeah, without offending our teacher? Okay.
But no, we're gonna offend her if you ever see
Actually, no, I feel like if she'd watch any of these, she would be slightly disappointed. I mean, I have wine bottles there for me.
I feel like any role model that we've had in our lives has ever watched these. But for some reason that night, the Irishman spent the whole journey right over
This
me
here
head.
Irishman.
This here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. That's an authentic judge line.
Am I gonna have to eventually switch her out, and I'll voice her, and you voice the other British dude?
There's another one. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. It's the only place to hide in them carriages. So it's Obson's choice?
That's a name.
Who? Who's Obson?
I actually don't know, but you can tell because it's a capital.
Yeah, I know
And
that's
with
the name.
da-
I'm just wondering
and with
who-
the apostrophe there, it's probably Hobson's choice.
Hobson's choice.
Hobson's choice.
Hobson's choice. Who the fuck's Hobson?
Actually, this time I can't answer that.
Why didn't you just stick to picking people's pockets in the open?
Maybe it's because OBS is short for obviously. So the obviously person's choice. I don't know.
I just say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, so I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it. I'm struggling, but I'll get better. Hold it! Hold it! See, I'm not struggling with that. I know what that. When you say a loud bang, do you mean
I would bang her loudly.
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor?
You mean her body?
Your Honor, I would just like to remind the court.
To be fair, from the era I know her, she's 18. AKA later in the game.
Every time there's an example of pedophilia in the Ace Attorney series.
I mean, to be fair, it was really only just one case and a few minor occurrences.
Throughout trials and tribulations. The first game had none of that.
Oh, that's right, because of the freaking Hawthorne lady. Wasn't she 20 though?
No, it wasn't because of Hawthorne lady. I think it was, Larry.
Oh.
Pearl.
Oh. He was hanging out with her.
But, no, I'm not
wasn't
referring to that. I'm referring to episode 2. It was Mask Mask.
Oh, who's that cutie?
He even used the word cutie.
Oh, I just realized how that's exponential. I forgot about that.
I have my continuity's in check.
We got our eye on you, Netflix. You better not turn my JoJo into bullshit. Speaking of which, that's next month. You might want to catch up on freaking part 4 and 5.
As far as I'm aware, I only need, like, fucking...
You only need
I thought I only needed part 3.
Who told you that?
Actually, you know what? Jotaro's imperfect. Okay, fine. I need part 4.
Damn right you need part 4. Part 4's the best part. Frick you. You know what? I'm gonna say this to all of you. I don't care if part 5's better. It's not. I'll fight you on it. I will fight you on our Discord. Click the link and fight me.
Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. Just like how you should be jumping to that subscribe button. And you let out a scream involuntarily.
I too let out a scream when I subscribed.
and you let out a scream involuntarily while you click the bell.
I was getting there. You just took my joke from me.
That's right, I did. And when I felt the cushion over me head and get light all of a sudden, presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not.
But yes.
It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim. Couldn't it not?
Also, now you're corroborating with the story. Fuck you.
Well, woman, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
It's calling, like, you know how people call women like that? Is that the same thing I'm calling a kid a girl?
I guess.
guess? Alright.
That's what I can't speak personally because last time I checked, I have a penis and
No, I mean, like, in the incel category, do they just call all younger women just still women?
I guess I don't know. I could see like a edgy high school.
Alright. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't ask questions I don't want to know the answers to.
I don't have all the knowledge, so I can't answer your questions. Yeah, I saw it, alright. I pushed up the cushions and had a quick butchers while I had the chance, didn't I? I had the chance. That's gonna be so... The Irishman was sitting up in the bloke wall... What the fuck? This sucks.
The Irishman was sitting up the bloke had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
See?
That matches Mr. McDrip's count, of course.
But then, the fella suddenly turns out and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should have never risked looking.
Whenever you see the apostrophe, just skip the letter.
Got it.
Hold
it! Hold it! And when Mr. McDrip discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason? Yeah. The bloke had a knife in his guts. It was still bleeding. And the carriage lurched a bit and it ended up falling onto me.
Oh, how awful.
Assuming the story's real. Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog. Both her hands got covered in blood? That must be what the rooftop passenger saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McDrip for a while. Is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and all that. Then I heard something from above. Someone screamed, like a feminine scream from a man.
Yes, Mr. Femman, Femboy, Fem something on the roof deck. Fembrit! Mr. Fembrit on the roof deck, one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this Irishman says to me, "I'm getting better. Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later."
Are you just gonna skip through this?
Damn, is there any relevance to this?
I mean, usually, actually, it helps you out a little bit. All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
Shining justice? It's clear that they're still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among us in this new testimony, I'm sure we could clinch the verdict we want.
Yes! I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Yeah. Something's bothering me.
That wasn't me setting you up.
No, you set me up the moment we started playing this game.
Ah, yes. I made you play Phoenix Wright 3 years in advance so that you could say niggling on stream. Yes, I'm that devious of a con man.
You're 5 steps ahead.
I'm 4 parallel universes ahead of you. Quick, TJ, edit the video so he says niggling and something's bothering me.
Something's bothering me. But I just can't quite put my
He
finger
said
on
it. He said bother.
That test, those presses were fucking worthless.
Did you actually press all of them?
Yeah.
Cool. And then you learn from Susato that you just need some evidence. I mean, to be fair, you remember the blood-covered hand things? You needed to know that before.
They didn't update her testimony.
They might have updated the evidence. They might have triggered something in the game's code.
We don't even have evidence of the fucking change.
You didn't jump out of your... Objection! You didn't jump out of your skin, you're still wearing it! I was joking. Save, save, save.
Oh, I regenerated?
Yeah, could you hit it to be continued?
That's awesome. This game's forgiving. More forgiving than Virtual Trilogy.
Wait, regenerated? You still have 4.
Oh.
What was that about this game being more forgiving?
I hate Ace Attorney. I hate it a lot. Also, I like the crit. No.
Oh yeah, I just realized you have one there. That's dope.
If I bang nearly jumped out of my skin, I did. The game just came out. It's because of this slow zombie. Okay. Do I just fucking present this? Although right now is corroborating her story.
If you want me to be honest, I have no idea what you're supposed to do here. So have fun guessing.
Thank you for telling me that for the third time in a second.
It's not like I have a
reliable
walkthrough.
A reliable one, anyway.
Reliable one. No, I could just, if you want to sit here for 20 minutes while I try to find where we are, sure. Literally, I swear, there's not a single damn wiki that exists. I swear. And every time it does, it doesn't load on my devices. Just be like, oh, you want to walk through on the wiki? Here it is, and then nothing loads.
Objection! Damn it! At least when you fuck up, you say damn it. That's fun. What do you mean a loud bang? It's a fucking nut. Okay, present the... Objection! Really? Okay, well, at least we have different fuck up lines.
I love how you figured that out immediately.
What the fuck do you mean there's no inconsistency? Loud bang? What loud bang? Does this thing look like it banged?
Zell bang and zell boom.
Zell bang, boom.
Oh, zell flash and zell bang. That's what those are.
Ah, maybe they did that in the skin. I'll tell you what, you could... So that's Fem Man screaming. What the fuck do you mean there was this bang? I'm gonna try pressing again.
Hold it! Hold it.
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise? Oh.
You did already read this. You said you wanted to read it again, so.
Well, at least we're on the right track. Baron Von Zieks has counted.
Oh, I forgot my hat again. Problem. It's called the Do a Little Having Fun today.
Is her name in the book?
No.
You see, he's claiming that the body fell to the floor and he helped put it back up in place. That's what he's claiming. Doesn't claim the knife, doesn't claim anything. Maybe, okay, maybe I'm focusing too much on the body right now. Maybe I should be focusing on her hiding place itself.
forget I'm funny musical man.
Objection! Oh. Did I? I don't think I've ever read this one. There's clearly something odd about that last statement made by the witness.
There's clearly something odd here indeed. Your behavior, counsel.
Oh, please, don't mind me.
That would be significantly easier if you would lower your hand.
I won't lower my hand until I prove my client's innocence. As long as it's quite quick. I'm just gonna be like that the rest of the stream now.
I mean, you only have to keep it up for another hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, fuck. It's 9:30 already.
I have no bloody clue. We're running out of time.
Do we have until 11 or 12?
11 o'clock. We're kind of fucked.
I thought we had till 12. Okay.
That was yesterday. I told you yesterday I would probably not get 12 out of it.
Damn it.
Oh, what I could do is just simply not call at 11 and see if they call me.
Okay. Good call. Good call. I like this. Good plan. Good plan.
It's called we do a little losing sleep for tomorrow. It's called I cause numerous occurrences of insomnia.
All worth it.
What are the first? I don't even remember what the first two statements are.
Okay, let's look at them again. Okay, so they're just
Okay, yeah, they're useless.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on, I have an idea.
Okay.
Press all the statements again, but just skip right through them.
You think something else will pop up? All
I'm
of
gonna
them?
test a theory that I've always had, but I never confirmed.
Hold it!
This might be it. Just go right through. Okay.
Hold it!
Trip?
Hold it!
The theory's right. Theory's right. You have to press everything twice.
That's so dumb!
But on the right side, you can always skip through the second one.
What the actual shit is this gameplay loop?
Painful. That's what it is. It's painful. It's fun, but painful.
Well, no.
Well, no.
Well, no.
Problem?
Wellness Plus.
Excuse me! Is something wrong, Mr. McDrip? Problem?
Is there something you'd like to share with the class?
Yep.
Oh, I do apologize. Is something the matter, counsel?
I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur. Lestrade?
Come on! It's Lestrade!
If Miss Lestrade's last comments made something occur to you, perhaps.
What's occurred to me is you failed English.
Yeah, somehow it was in the AP classes. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. I think I was carried from the
Oh,
writing.
no, it was nothing important.
In my personal opinion, I think I was just being carried from my writing ability, that's it.
Oh, I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all.
Sympathy.
I'm gonna feel desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was.
Judge line. Ryunosuke line. I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. so much.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what's in the dark.
Yep.
Me clutching my 12 gauge, staring at my brother outside, even though he's sleeping in that other room next to me. Freaking skinwalkers, man. I don't know about yourself, but I've killed a few skinwalkers, so I have. But I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe.
Baka.
Miss Lestrade. Did you hear something that night? Anything, an unusual noise, perhaps? Something sus? Anything? Among Us? Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
But Jables! There's no need to tell the whole world of me foible is you little scamp. What a pity.
So now we know. What you got to confirm everything?
That confirmed my theory. I always pressed everything twice because I thought it was theory, but I never actually slowed down to confirm it. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. What should we make of the last statement of hers? My lord! I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important! But all she said was that she heard nothing!
Yes! Which is a profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm almost sure I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council, but nevertheless... Miss Gina Lestrade! You will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please. There you go. There's your way to win this.
What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good one.
We do a little trolling. You didn't press that. You didn't press that.
Hold it! So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time. Since the moment you hit yourself. Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start to weave. I could just push the cushion up and have butchers to see what was what.
What was what?
What was what? But then, when I saw the swell gent on me, I got me head down, and so I noticed me. And Mr. McDrip sat on the seat, which you were hiding under, correct? Yeah! Would you Adam and Eve it, eh? What a mug! What does that mean?
I guess, delve deeper into the origins of it.
Okay, I guess. So then all I could do was listen. So I was waiting to jump out of there. Jump out, oh there. I got it right the first time. Oh there, as soon as I heard him, I'm leaving. See, oh my gosh, this sucks. Would you? Not likely. Even though we've stopped there and there. Stopped it here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just stay put and listen to I'm driving his pigs to market. Snoring like an old dog he was.
That was butchered, lad.
That was so butchered. Thankfully we're talking about butchers. Oh my gosh, I actually had to fucking press him again? Oh my gosh! What the fuck happened to the objection button? Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? Nope. Ms. Lestrade, what you've just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. Huh?
At odds? Are you sure, man?
Absolutely.
Seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Von Zieks realized it too.
Counsel! I I must insist that you bolster your claim of evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McDrip snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think! Think, Ryunosuke, think!
He actually clapped twice there.
There's something else she should have heard. The two claps came from one side.
You might want to save.
Oh yeah, right. One save file. There's something else you should have heard.
Also, you can press R for
Yeah,
people.
there.
Because you know that's one of the choices there. So.
A gentleman who works at the city banker. This dude. That dude. Maybe she should have heard this dude. I don't know.
Like, look how pale he is. And look how his hair still is color. And then if you go to the right, he looks kind of almost just as pale, but a little. I don't know. It just it strikes me as odd that Beppo is younger than Twice Fire Mason.
No, Beppo's older.
Or Beppo's not younger. Sorry. Because I mean, look at him. That dude already looks like he's dead.
We do a little bit of social commentary.
Society.
Fuck it. I'm thinking Michelle Person. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could have not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound is very explained by this following person.
By the presence of
By the
this
presence
one
of
person.
the following person. You. Take that!
He ate beans that night, Your Honor. I'm kidding.
Twice fired Mason.
Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear. Is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus?
Order! Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel!
Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something.
Paper.
Paper. One paper. Two paper.
That's really all you need. And the sound cut out.
That's because, yep. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus, is that correct? How about when I do this gimmick, you do the pressing of the button?
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McDrip.
That it was. Not a soul in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight.
So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time.
Drip, did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion.
I too take crack on the seat cushions.
He was on his own for sure. And from what you've heard, the carriage made a number of stops on its onward journey. After that, on its onward journey. During which time, did you hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting on this swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage?
Oh!
Looks like I'm done with the papers.
For now. Yep. For now.
We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Ms. Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Ah!
Yes. This petty thief's statement was clearly flawed.
Man, we're already getting along.
Lord Von Zieks!
Yes. Is that all you have to say? He knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statements. Motherfucker, Mr. Naruhodo, like, he gets to the elaboration part after that, but there's just a single dialogue box of, yes.
You should have screenshotted that. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
I like how you can see her writing. He's dead, right? How could the victim possibly not have boarded in the omnibus? And that makes no sense. And the girl with the pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Ooh, she's switching to guilty.
No context.
We were the context. She didn't even say anything.
Oh, that's right, I voiced her. I want to judge the dear little mite just because she had some rather naughty ways. But I must say, that's fucking sus. I can't abide liars.
And neither can I. Mr. Foreman. I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than sublurious ways.
Nope.
Fuck you, I'm making my own words up.
No, you go back. That word's easy. You go back.
Salubrious.
I'll take it. Salubrious.
Salubrious. But I must say, I cannot abide liar, pants on fires.
Liar,
Now what?
Plants for hire.
It's pants on fire, Patrick.
I did this.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning toward guilty.
Guys, to be completely honest, I'm not even afraid of them. I'm not even afraid of them leaning towards guilty.
Yeah, you kind of stopped caring.
Yep.
They're like, oh, they're all going toward guilty? That just means I'm winning.
Yeah, no, if the story's progressing, that means I'm winning.
Yeah. Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nibonese friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me.
I'm glad we can be good friends, Mr. Van Zieks. We didn't even need a traumatic backstory.
Yes, very refreshing.
Oh no, there's gonna be one. Ah! Even though I caused this.
Ah! What are you playing at? Have you forgot who you're working for, you useless Eastern Harmony?
And great. This is carnage. Oh, this is perfect.
This is a Marvel movie reference.
Jury number 2 is only one left.
Mr. Naruhodo. The way this is going, I'm gonna get drunk!
I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McDrip's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. Don't do it.
A minute ago you wanted it to, and now you don't. I very much want to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen.
Oh no, we're gonna have to do another one of those, thingies.
You have to do like 3 of them every case.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Actually, they're kind of fun.
They are kind of fun. Except for the second case of the second game. Though that case, I kid you not, that case is hell through and through. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that case at all. And the court sessions are difficult. But those of us in service know we must accept hard truth.
There we go.
Hold it! Pog?
Yes! The witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we were to consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case.
What are you saying? Council!
That's why we don't let the defendants talk.
Get used to it. I'm sorry, sir? Whatever do you mean?
I mean, put your fist out.
My guy, whatever do you mean? I love how that's a meme when they said it.
Council, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my education. Explain yourself at once.
When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand.
And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage.
If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? Save.
There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage.
We actually can finish this case tonight.
Poggers.
I think there's one more testimony, if one more. It might just be antics.
Nope, that's not possible. I didn't see one.
You can always go back and check.
Skylight. I got it. I know exactly who did it.
Actually, no, while you're choosing this, I'm gonna actually take a bathroom break. Because you need time to think anyway.
Phoenix Wright did it. You know what I think this is here?
Phoenix Wright did. Why, what?
I feel like they put this here, like the modelers who were like working on this game put that there because they were like, okay, this is an asset for grade A's, but you know, they just call it Phoenix Wright. Because that's, you know, the popular name of the series.
Or maybe it's just because it's a little fan service Easter egg and you're reading too much into it.
Could be both.
Let's go.
Let's go in here.
Take that as you would.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. Yeesh. Okay. I don't see another entrance in here. It's just straight up dumb. Unless that counts as the other entrance. No, we can try. If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation of the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
I'm just gonna look at some of my screenshots real quick while we're waiting for him. Because I don't want to voice Van Zieks on him. I was waiting for you to come back.
Did you figure it out?
I might have. I just didn't want to voice Van Zieks on you.
Oh, I'm on it.
Oh, your hood, your hood.
I hate everything and everyone.
Get your headphones up.
Yeah. I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic and my piss break. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see.
Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other only has windows. Fixed windows, which cannot possibly open. In short, there's no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection! That's a cat. But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, really?
Yes! One other way inside that is the door. Another opening, the use of which the following, the victim, which one,
The use of
which
which
allowed the victim to appear inside.
It's been sitting there all day. I just picked it up.
I haven't touched it.
How did it do that?
I'm scared.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just watched me piss my pants. So now when I stand up and walk away in camera, you're gonna see that the bottom of my ass is wet.
That's awesome.
I left this room dry and I came back in wet. Oh.
Take that one out of context.
No. Go ahead. It's all in context.
Alright, counsel! Since you think you're fucking funny,
I hate physics today. I just wanted to hydrate with some strawberry. Is that a crime?
defense will identify the location of the core. Where did I pissy my panties?
Here's the omnibus in which the incident occurred.
Where on the earth is this entrance for which you propose the victim enter the cabin?
By the way, how quick did you get it after I left? Was it almost immediately?
Almost.
Ah.
I mean, I did look inside the bus for a little bit.
Okay.
Take that! The answer is obvious. It can only have been from the skylight.
I say! The skylight! When the sky fell away?
Our world's gonna come to an end.
Why is it cutting out?
I don't know.
Here, don't let it dangle. Let it rest. Hang on. Let it rest so it's not pulling on it. There we go.
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me at a loss for words. And not the funny kind.
Objection!
Objection! The skylight may well be very large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection! So you claim, but do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory?
Both Mr. McDrip and Miss Lestrade said the same thing in their testimony. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as a loud noise by someone falling to the floor. The bodies at the floor. You press the A button now.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to do this now.
Yes, which has already been explained as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger.
Yes, it has, but you see, the victim was just fucking, instead of falling from the sea, he fucking dropped in like Fortnite. Would a man slipping from the sea onto the floor really would have made such a large noise as the witness described? I think not. A loud noise. A noise loud enough to make Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact.
Good gracious!
That's double good. Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it. Where we dropping, boys?
I forgot that was an animation.
What?
Where he doesn't just shake his head, he goes like, which I don't want to try attempting to do anymore. You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin.
That's simply impossible!
How can you be so sure? Try it out, tough guy.
Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. Yes, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony.
Well, yes, that's true, but who's holding it?
Hold it! Might a humble fella make a wee comment here?
Mr. McDrip?
To be sure now, two fellows who sat on the roof that testified afore
said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but
Not mentioning.
aye. 'Twas a case of them being unable to say.
What?
I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened.
Uh-oh.
Would yous not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? I had to. Oh my goodness, surely not.
Those two chaps on the roof? You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were... Hold it. Oh wow, you got it here again.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blather?
You rotter, he said! You rotter! What are you insinuating?
This is a flaming outrage! I ain't got a mind to give you a blinker in a minute!
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I!
There's downstairs neighbors.
Mr. Fairplay!
You're effectively accusing me of city gentleman and a well-respected banker!
And me, a very, very angry hatter!
You should have said Mad Hatter.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed a man in the guts. It's...
Oh fuck, I could have given this guy Mad Hatter voice, motherfucker.
It's a disgrace! It's scandalous!
What was I chewing on before?
Just random things you picked up, I think.
Hang on, I think I had something specific. Oh, I think it was the bottle.
Yeah, I think you might have been actually.
I protest! I protest in the strongest possible terms!
That's right! I protest too! About you! You rotten scoundrel! Let me at him! Let me at him! Thrown hands in the courtroom!
Order! 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 Voice crack! This is not the time, witnesses! I'm not gonna permit to this wanton invasion of the stand! Return to the anteroom at once!
He can catch hands in the lobby!
But this is beyond reason, my lord!
It's very hurtful, you know! Gosh, insinuating that I could have killed somebody?
My lord, if I may comment.
Go ahead, Lord Von Zieks.
If it was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses, my learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
Accused? I never intended to...
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars! You have intimidated their criminal guilt! In our British courts of law, that is what's termed a baseless accusation.
I know I was rash to put the idea forward without any actual evidence, but... You can't just dismiss it without a second thought, either. What are we wasting time for? Get them to, testify. Damn it! I hate this thing! Huh? I thought there was something sus about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. I mean, look at that femboy. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
There's filth and rubbish in our midst. We must dispose of it at once.
Testify! Oh, they're doing it.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo? I have a scared olden day pog.
The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Man, they're more active than the chat.
You know if this egg testify shit's about to get real.
Mr. Fairplay, Mr. First!
My lord,
I'm just happy to be here.
You will take this stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense.
Indictment.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this. I didn't sign up for this. There's no time to think of this through. all I can do is keep pushing forward, just like every other game.
Keep moving forward. Okay, I got you.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck. Dead or alive, I can swear to that.
Everything had happened when we were sitting. Don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? Gosh, I started like a little bitch.
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you! We couldn't even possibly have opened it, I tell you!
You're so sure the victim flew the skylight. Where's the proof?
I like that guy's gimmick.
I don't. I must say that on listening to this testimony, it's somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith.
That's right. You see?
We're innocent, I tell you!
Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What?
According to investigations by the Scotland Yard,
Scottish people?
that's just what they're called. The two witnesses share no common dealings.
Ha! Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I can trust the stinking rich. Something to the
Why that one?
Because it is appropriate. The trial's going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel for defense. Over to you. Cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord! Here we go.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Oh, wow.
So, at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck?
Absolutely not. Dick.
And Dickon.
Dick in your ass. Got him.
No question about it, he said! Not at all, there's my ass!
I wasn't looking.
Oh, but yes, of course, I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin, talking with this man here. This guy's fucking sus, I tell you!
Is this true, Mr. McDrip? Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt you were engaged in...
Let me stop you right there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence? Any at all? At all?
Nah. Bruh.
Hey, proud drip. There's the evidence in the court these days, so it is. You do well to remember that.
No! I tell you, man, you hit the cord!
He says that as you try to fix this.
This is going so well. That's a funny hold it. Oh, my bad. Hold it!
Hold it!
The way I do my hold it is more like Phoenix, not really him. I gotta listen to this hold it more. Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly?
Is this some kind of a lark?
Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what this is? I don't know, you tell me! Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly.
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
I wonder what's this gimmick over there? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said! It's impossible, I tell you! I'm being really careful with the wire, can you tell?
What'd you say?
I said your mom! Moving on!
What did you say?
This is the family channel.
I give you the keys to the vault if you can fall asleep in that bitter cold. Oh wait, someone dead.
And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut if you never you'd never open them again.
That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell ya! And we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. And any true Jedi would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked.
I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and didn't hear you at all.
And that's a lie! I saw you through the glass! You were talking to someone, you fucking sus individual!
No. It was a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It's hardly surprising.
Scene 6! Oh yeah, you'll see these hands in the courtroom!
I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point.
You, let me at him!
Don't take it personally now, lad. I'm sus in this case. It's only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about.
This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. Hold it! Hold it! Oh, awesome. So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before?
Oh, no! No, much, never.
He never met the man before, he said never! And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealing with the victim either? That's right, sir. Hatters don't have so much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir.
No, I imagine not.
You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us had the remotest connection, gentlemen, or inside the cabin.
I'm so grateful for you. You did it on the first one. Excuse me! Mr. McDrip?
This council, what can I be doing you for?
Did the witness's last statement give you a pause for thought somehow?
Not a remotest connection? Is that right now, I wonder?
Hmm?
What are you insinuating now? Ah, Mr. Player Play. It has been too long, so it has. Huh? If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, isn't it? Your repayment date.
We're reminding everyone of this.
What? I beg your pardon? You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. Yeah, I don't unconscionable. I actually can't read that one.
Unconscionable, right?
Unconscionable. There's not conscience. Unconscionable.
Unconsensual.
I don't know. And a ridiculous rate of interest.
I think it actually is unconsensuable. Because he didn't consent to that interest. Looks like it.
It kinda does. Oh, it's extortion.
the rich fucking somehow tricked the banker into getting a higher interest rate. This is ironic.
Actually, yeah, that is ironic. Well, no. That's a touch of begrudgery, isn't it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another.
He just winked at the fucking jury.
Ah! Hmm? And you're Mr. First?
Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir?
You do be making hots and femboy products for a living, do you not?
Oh, yeah, that was under the table.
That there top hat sliding about on your head? That's one of your own creations, isn't it?
Oh, well, I'm just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine Jen walks through the door.
Perfect fit, is it? Well, it is a very, distinctive design, so it is.
Many customers like it, I tell you! They like a distinctive touch!
Customers such as Thrice-Fired Mason?
Oh. We weren't supposed to know about that.
There's a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence of war, my lord.
Nope. Ah, this you mean.
Oh, I never even noticed that. I can't even think about connecting him to the Hatter. That's kind of cool.
And now you can look at it again.
I can't help thinking the poor fellow's hat looks distinctively familiar. Wouldn't you say?
Oh! That was one of my hats.
Aye, that it is. So it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I'd wager we could have a wee quarrel with. Oh, distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh no, sir! Absolutely not, sir! God, I wish I had a top hat now.
Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say any of the two fellas here haven't the remote this connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case. You little weasel.
He's better at this than I am. It's not like he, you know, who's fully prepared to defend himself in there.
I'm the one who told you that, by the way.
You did.
Because at first you was just like, this dude's fucking sus. He's bluffing and stuff. I freaking know a bluffer when I see one. I'm like, dude, he's defending. Gosh, Pog. Mr. McDrip has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he? Drip, please don't let me a little interruption hold the proceedings.
Oh, was that optional?
That was completely optional.
That's fucking cool.
But guess what?
Bad for us.
Bad for us.
Cool for us. Cool for the content, though. Hold it! Hold it! Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm gonna lose my block with you in a minute.
He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute! That's what he said!
Take a look for yourself! Come on! See? It's shut fast now. Just like it was on night. So it is, of course. The fellow side Mr. Mason can likely break through it, still and all.
I like how we just, like,
What? Drip, just look at the size of the thing, you understand.
This is one of the coolest defendants in the whole entire series. This
Coolest what?
This is one of the cooler defendants in the series.
Ah! Now hold on there for a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Now, chump, let's consider a bigger picture here.
Let's stop fighting our cane, shall we? Stop, like, eating, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke my wind loudly. I shocked myself with it as it happened.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
It looks so traumatized. Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point
You know what
is,
he is saying,
he
right?
farted. Yeah.
He literally went,
Ah! Well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking at daggers at me, sir. I went as red as a rogue I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh no, sir! The point is, the skylight can't be open! I tried and tried when I was inside the cabin of shame! What? Problem? Excuse me!
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Oh, no, not you. Miss Lestrade? If you have nothing to say, I mean, just feel free not to. It opens. Hmm? The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right?
I don't know what you want to do with that.
Man. Is this our scene? All them skylights open it dead easy. Most easily.
I'm not gonna lie, I hated this theme at first, but it actually grew on me.
More easily than you can load that weapon. That's all a lie, I'll tell you! Otherwise, when I broke wind! Hi! You can't do it from inside, you mug. Oh! Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. Blimey. And I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out of me ears.
Mr. Scrooge, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
But
What do you think
anyway,
this is, Reddit?
I had a bit of a scat. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, oh, he got me. He wiped me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't hop off the bus. Okay. I couldn't
Hop off the bus and leg it.
I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. Okay, yep. Still getting used to that. So, what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. I was going rushing there for a second. I caught it. What? Yes, the catch. Blimey. Yes, the catch from the skylight is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck?
Climb up! Climb up on the roof and down the bunch of lunch and verify a witness's claim.
Do it. Bailiff, are you even there? Bailiff? Bailiff?
Bailiff's invisible.
Bailiff? Ah! Oh, my hat! See?
Order! Order!
The gavel went with the music, too.
I did that on purpose, too.
So it appears that this street girl's statement is quite true?
I don't believe it. The skylight opens? And from the roof deck?
Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we're looking for.
Well, enough of that music. On to the defense. Please continue with your cross-examination, as if we didn't just uncover something amazing.
Yes, my lord. So, the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. That's a hint to look in your report record, kids.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So the skylight... Oh, fuck me. So the skylight was flashed and shut before.
But now that catch has gone undone, we should be able to open it.
You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. I'm sure witness would have been able to see it clearly.
That's not good for us. Okay, whatever. Go inside.
You can go outside and look up now.
Oh, yeah. You don't need dialogue for me to open the door, game. Good catch. I mean, it sounds like you played this, but good catch.
I am the wiki now. Look at me. I am the wiki now.
Yeah, yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Why not to kick someone like you two? Certainly, Mr. Naruhodo.
By the way, I just want to say, probably thank you guys for one like. Called it. Man, this is a dead screen.
Mr. Naruhodo, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Whoa. Why someone like me?
No!
What is it?
Look, just here, look at this.
Ketchup. That's without question.
It's blood.
I knew that. Why would there be a blood stain there?
Surely. That can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Ah, good call, good call. Let's get out of here. Okay. Oh, okay. We're done. We got this. We have 30 minutes. We got this.
Yeah, better move fast.
Objection!
Objection!
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. and immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and they're in the irrefutable proof. It remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug!
He's just a Dickens reference. Charles Dickens. That's all he is.
You might get mad at me for this.
Yeah.
But why does that name sound familiar?
Charles Dickens. He's the one that wrote the Christmas Carol.
Oh!
You see, that's why I say humbug and by Dickens.
Holy crap, I never knew that.
I get to educate people for once.
I mean, now the banker part adds up.
Yep, because Scrooge was a banker.
That's just Scrooge.
We have
Not old.
And we have Scrooge McDrip over there.
What the hell is this? A prelude to Christmas?
What's his first name? Bruce Fairplay, whatever.
Bruce? You can't possibly have any evidence.
Don't do this. The TJ voice was funny.
I know.
We're not voicing Batman.
We already used Batman.
I'm doing his Batman.
Mr. Nick! How dare you insinuate it?
Pearl's Batman.
Yeah.
Pearl's Batman.
More like Batwoman.
Doesn't Batman still available?
No.
Wait, we have Pearls and the Joker.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you! It's impossible! Fuck, man, I just gave myself up.
Irrefutable proof of Gavin twerking in my peripheral vision in this courtroom at this time of year. This location localized entirely within this Streamlabs.
In November 6th of 2021.
May I see it? Counsel!
My lord, I never saw it when I started this Ace Attorney Marathon. I'd never be twerking in the courtroom, sir.
Wait, no, literally, it's just... I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Where in the omnibus is evidence to which you allude? Will you point out what it is? Hey kids, will you point out? Oh, you will point out. Well, there goes my joke.
And your line of dialogue.
Bastard!
Baron Von Zieks is just up there like wiping the blood.
Got it!
By Jupiter! Is that blood?
Blood, but not written in red.
That's because orange is the new red.
In the second trilogy too.
Ah,
I don't know about the Edwards games though. Maybe.
We do a little red. It's called We Play a Little Red. I don't know. I can confirm it once I watch that 17-hour playthrough on my playlist.
The bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
what?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my!
My hemorrhoids!
Your hemorrhoids! And so it follows, man, we're making callback after callback and we're not even like, that's a good callback.
Look at me! I'm the guy with the mustache! Have you guys ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he talked about the famous German guy?
That Mr. McDrip was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time. Cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Order! Order! I have no head tie in my cargo.
Holding it.
Hold it! But the blanket is spread up there where the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin!
I don't know how that's how physics works. I don't think so.
And only found its way up to that one particular spot of the skylight. Sure, and that'd be very convenient. That's how physics works.
Let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened
From
the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I?
I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to, like, wait for that line. Or, like...
It's not like there was a ... there or anything.
There's no way to know for certain it was there! If the jet really fell through the skylight, I mean. Like Fortnite.
Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? Holy son of a... Which is all too plain if you see.
This camera angle.
The aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from the far height right there, so it is. What? No!
But it can't be! It's all...
Lies!
Hold it! Hold it! My fellow jury members! I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? Finally.
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
Ha! So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? Again!
I hope you're ready for that. They're gonna do that a lot. But they lied to me! I knew the truth! They lied to me! I knew the truth!
I won't tolerate any of the guild's characters being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew the nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing. Maybe exploit, but not murder. At least they'd be alive.
Yes, they would just be dead financially.
Isn't everyone?
On three then, everyone. 1, 2. We done? 3! Do it.
Objection!
Someone put a cork in his mouth.
A chilling performance, Mr. McDrip. Oh, and what would you be referring to now, Lord Von Zieks? A blood stain on the frame of the skylight? Such evidence is null and void.
Fuck you mean? What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed!
What? Objection! What? What are you talking about?
Wait, it's literally Woody. He's like, what? What are you talking about?
You got your Kingdom Hearts reference.
It's there for all to see. It is clearly blood. Fucking no.
Objection!
You can't do this.
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus.
And you weren't even aware the door could open, so please, check your privilege.
The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage.
What?
At least, not until this trial began.
You're fucking kidding me, dude. But...
Are you suggesting, Lord Von Zieks, that this blood stain was...
Oh, it might have happened during the chaos. She's the one that actually brought up the fact that that could open. And when she brought up on the chaos, she took some of the blood from below and put some on top.
Also lines up with the stuff going missing.
Yeah, that does. Okay, that's all her.
Are you I think I already read.
You did.
Fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session...
What? We like Fortnite.
They can't see that.
I know, but we're just pointing it out.
What a pavalier. I must say I didn't expect such a crude reasoning from a prosecutor your standing, Lord of Von Zieks. But I'm Scrooge McDrip, a fellow known all over the Republican capital for the fine contributions of public life.
We have Scrooge from Christmas Carol, then we have his parody, Scrooge McDrip. Right here in the same fucking courtroom.
I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Drip, even if it's rolling off the tongue of the reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McDrip, I realize this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I'm well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature.
Would you like to share from the class?
You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Is that why you're involved? Is that why you came out of retirement to come into this case? You know what? That makes sense. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
When you wield a fortune the size of McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. I don't. Tut tut, Lord Von Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, Counsel?
Oh, no,
I think it fair to say this all does sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you've all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly put a smear of blood in it without the world and its wife seeing?
never heard that one before.
Drip? Isn't that right now, Consul?
Oh no. It's true, no it's not. The omnibus has, okay, yes. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that the court's been in session.
My learned friend.
Mm-hmm. I kinda wish I did the bing sound.
What?
I kinda wish I did the bing, like in the original trilogy. Like when the actual, okay, look.
Oh,
Yeah.
You mean for that?
Yeah.
That's in this game. They just didn't put it there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It sounds a little different, but it is there. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words.
Yes, as you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think. Here we go again. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, as a pursuer of the truth, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. Good for you, man. There's no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Did you notice that Rinosuke referred to him
As
also
his
as
learned-
learned friend?
Good gracious!
Man, we're already friends. We didn't even need a backstory for that.
Explain yourself, Consul!
Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit?
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. This was technically last stream. What is going on?
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
I hereby call an emergency recess. I want to go on the microphone. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and here in the courtroom. Smoky monkey bars.
The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. And in that brief interval, under the vial of smoke and in all the chaos, that's a cool-ass camera angle, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. And, tamper with that omnibus itself.
Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger?
Feckless gouger?
You're supposed to be defending me! 'Tis a wicked plot! 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is! Objection! Whatever you think this is, changes nothing. The facts are the same.
Okay.
There was a ding.
Yeah,
After
wait,
this-
wait a minute, hold on. It dinged when he did it, but not when Ryunosuke does it?
That's because at that point, it wasn't so much as a, kind of more just a, you know what I mean?
I guess. But in the original trilogy, I always liked doing the ding with it. I'm like, ding!
I feel that.
After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies, such as.
Oh my gosh, and when fucking McDrip pointed out that she was in the courtroom, that was like her cue.
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smeared blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Von Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
We can at least corroborate with the freaking... That's true. I mean, we can't prove anything about the skylight, but we can prove that the omnibus was first blown out, plus the storage compartment and skylight were shut. No, it wasn't! No, it wasn't! We were able to look in there. At least the storage compartment.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we can't establish with any certainty if this evidence is a result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think?
Sorry?
About the omnibus? Is there anything unusual about the omnibus?
Yeah, Phoenix right name in a sec. I have an inkling.
Ha ha ha.
My lord,
Yes, counsel.
there is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely cannot have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd be stunned watching your back.
Objection!
Silence, McDrip! The court awaits the defense's clarification. Ugh.
This trial keeps swinging one way then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. That's pretty much how this game works. What am I supposed to believe here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial? You might want to... Oh, you can't save now.
That's awesome. This alleged... The sea has its handle.
What?
Well, I guess that narrows down your answer, I guess.
I suppose. Oh, suddenly we can't fucking go through it. Right there. Got it.
Got it!
I think it must be this mark here.
If you mean the mark of sweat around your collar.
Wait, no, wait. I have to examine it.
I certainly gained prominence over the course of proceedings.
I'll take the head.
It would appear you're clutching at straws in desperation, counsel. You might want to save.
Awesome.
Soft lock, soft lock. As evidenced by your abundant perspiration.
It's a cold sweat, my lord.
We're so close, Mr. Naruto. It's something that Lord Von Zieks appears to not have noticed. That's the correct answer here.
In other words, something that the prosecution hasn't mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, we already did.
Okay.
Hang on, what did you actually click?
Look. Okay. CT.
Oh. I don't think that's it.
Oh, I can't even open the court record. That's glorious. Okay, then. That's not it.
Wait, you can hit A on it and elaborate.
Yeah, let's elaborate on that. Ah, that's supposed to be the Great Exposition. That's due to exhibition. That's due
There you
to start
go.
6 months from now. I'm getting better. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower. That's not her symbol. It's actually like a marker. So that was a real L on my part.
Sheesh! My God. That's not.
Can I go outside?
No.
What? What is this horse shit?
I actually got this one immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it due to observation or?
No, it's because I you remember how Rise from the Ashes gave me PTSD? I examined this shit thoroughly when I first saw it. And then once I got to this point, I'm like, oh yeah, that wasn't there before, and nobody's even mentioned that it wasn't there before, along with the other stuff.
This? Oh!
You know what the best way to tell this is, Gavin? Look at that blood stain.
They're different shades.
They're different shades. And if you look at the one on the ceiling,
Same shade as that.
they're the same shade.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right. That one is like
Slightly darker.
because the blood was there longer. This was placed here, along with that, and along with everything being removed from there. Clever. Got it.
Got it!
If we consider the victim that fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, we certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good gracious!
Honestly, like, the way that the developers are using the omnibus to their advantage, as like, it's physically changing during the trial, it's actually pretty clever. And really good, you know, utilization of resources. Especially for a 3DS game.
I do believe you're correct, Counsel.
Well said. Although, as an advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that the bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that the evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that that evidence is fake. We're gonna get a guilty verdict? I wouldn't mind. We don't always have to win.
Ah! This trial is over!
Mr. McDrip?
I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it is all over now.
But you're the defendant!
'Tis over, I tell you!
Huh? Oh, there it is!
Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, 'tis all nonsense! Facts are worth guns, and the fact is the bloodstain is there now!
Well...
And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as has been, that's a good for that the Reaper and Bailey's failed to present any decisive evidence at all!
You know, in my personal opinion, I think we're actually making good time with this trial. Better
Actually,
than...
yeah. We could actually finish this.
So you didn't do the ding for me.
I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Von Zieks. Well, my lord!
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual can't really stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain question is very much in existence. In the absence of any credible method in which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say it would be improper for this trial to continue.
I feel like, remember how in like Rise from the Ashes or in Justice for All's final episode, Phoenix and Edgeworth would work together to fight off Gant or whatever? I feel like this is Ryunosuke unintentionally helping Van Zieks, or kind of intentionally, he's just figuring it out as he goes. But instead of like leaning towards not guilty, they're leaning towards guilty. That's what I'm feeling. And I think that's kind of neat. Like, that's a flip of the dynamic right there. Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zieks, what's your position?
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we've explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my education. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality?
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McDrip will be found not guilty.
And despite that fact, we have intense music playing. Yes.
Which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? See, I like this a lot! That's so fucking... This is so cool!
And this is your first case, by the way.
That's so cool!
It only gets better. It only gets better.
This is such a good subversion of my expectations. I wasn't expecting us to do a case like this, where my client is actually guilty, right then and here in the middle of this game.
And you want me to be honest? You only get, out of the 10 cases you get in this game, because it's a duology, only 3 of them would you consider normal.
Like a normal Ace Attorney case?
Yeah, a normal case.
Have you already done one of them?
No.
Okay, so there are...
It's the 4th case of this game, and the 2nd and 3rd case of the 2nd game.
Okay.
The 4th and 2nd, I absolutely hate, and the 3rd one I actually think is pretty interesting.
So you tend not to like the traditional Ace Attorneys cases?
It's not that I don't like them because they're traditional. I hate them because they suck. I mean, the 4th case, I mean, it's good, but it was drawn out. I didn't really like it. It wasn't as interesting as every other case that we've been presented, especially because of this. This is the fucking golden wind of freaking grade A's.
This right here?
Right here. This is the golden wind of grade A's.
Except I'm not seeing where it's golden wind right now.
That's because you never watched it!
But I'm not seeing the plot holes here.
It's not that that's because there's plot holes. It's because it's a brilliant story that was cut abruptly short.
Uh-oh. Is it really alright for the...
And you haven't even finished this yet, so you still don't even know what I'm talking about.
Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now? With all these unexplained inconsistencies? Fuck no!
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Closing my ass. We're not closing this case.
You have to.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes.
You might want to say it.
I'm going with my gut here. I know he's guilty.
I just think you should save in case you want to see a different ending or something. Because, frankly, I don't remember. There's dialogue, I think.
The defendant could be guilty. I'm here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McDrip. However, at this moment in time, I cannot, in all good conscience, at least fully attest fully to the defendant's innocence. That's the type of lawyer I would want to be.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he's innocent. The arc that we're going through right now was like one of the main points of Justice for All's finale case. This is just in the middle of this game.
Yeah, it kind of goes like this, and then it kind of goes like this, and then it kind of goes back, and then it's stagnant, and then it kind of goes down a little, kind of, and then it just goes like this.
So it's a real roller coaster.
This is a freaking roller coaster series, dude.
Grade Ace is a roller coaster, while the original Ace Attorney series is like...
Yeah, imagine a V shape. That's kind of how this game goes. The beginning is Pog, gets less Pog as you get into it, and it starts to get a little better because it starts building up a bigger story, and then all of a sudden you hit the end of the game and you're just like,
What's a good analogy for how to describe the original Ace Attorney? Like pog or pacing, I guess.
It kind of goes like that.
Yeah.
Kind of goes like that.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes like that.
Yep.
But this one is just...
Alright.
Dude, I can't wait for you to see the last case of the second game. You're gonna be screaming.
I remember you also saying this for Trials and Tribulations as well.
And was I wrong?
You weren't wrong.
Good! Good, this is me!
Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, Council!
You not doing the traditional definition of your job? How dare you?
Me when I... The defense lawyer calling the accused innocents into question? Are you of a sound mind?
This is a good villain.
Oh, it was a grand decision to punch as my lawyer son was. A grand decision.
What?
I must say, I didn't expect such... Excuse me. I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle. Oh, bloody hell. Quite such an exciting spectacle in the end there. But still. Here, have this for your troubles.
What a right.
Ah! Your job here is done, fella. It's a fine work you've done, so you have.
What do you mean?
Tis just the right honorable gentleman to succinctly put it before. The trial can't go on anymore. Strip. And your closing statement here was, how do you put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
Yeah. What a good villain. I really don't know what to make of all this. We gotta talk some sense into these guys. We need some all black. We need all black today. Was the evidence that we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any high slightly rebellious should be disposed promptly, as I said.
But you can't even fucking identify the rubbish.
We've been mad. We've been played like a damn fiddle.
The stinking rich are always guilty of something. You, mark my words.
Oh wait, hang on, I gotta check the phone. Okay, we're good. I feel deeply ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely part. Please.
Doubt. I can't believe I'm saying that after everything I've been through.
Now the proceedings have unfolded in this way. I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial.
Whoa! What's he? They don't even wait. Hold it.
Furthermore,
This isn't the Japanese court. You can't just do that.
the court must accept the defendant's plea.
No. You guys vote guilty right now.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
Come on, Judge.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection! But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Fuck, man, what do you stand for?
Lord Von Zieks,
My lord.
the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
What? Are you mad? She did that.
My sincerest apologies, my lord.
And he just takes it. Good. Objection! Yeah, no, I'm over here. But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured.
afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
You're fucking kidding me. That's so unfair! I'm with you, dude. I'm with your entire bloodline.
The culpability defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
What? What? What the fuck?
Well, Lord Von Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has.
And you two have beef.
And as for you, my dear fellow, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Can you really tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. Law of the land. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to challenge the law. Change the law. Same difference.
No.
Scrooge McDrip. A good grief. Yare does you've more to say to me, have you? Just one thing. Warning. This is far from over. Well, something to be looking forward to then.
Like, if you're innocent, we don't even know how the fucking victim got murdered in the first place then. Actually, we do. We're accusing those two. But we don't have confirmation. No full confirmation.
That's just the way it is. I hereby pronounce defendant Mr. Scrooge McDrip not guilty.
I have never felt so awful seeing that.
Check it out! Fireworks!
And then you just go back. I can't believe it! This is an outrage! They should have examined the evidence more! What are you talking about? That man's been cleared. He's innocent. Gosh, I've never felt so terrible seeing him not guilty.
Could you match my thoughts?
The courtroom in Pandemonium?
Pandemonium.
With the courtroom Pandemonium, for the second time today, the judge delivered his verdict. First ever trial of Great Britain. Except, unlike Golden Wind, this was intentional.
No, Golden Winds was totally intentional. It was the writing.
Because this is not bad writing.
Exactly. Now you at least understand like 40% of my hatred toward Golden Wind.
You felt like his abrupt ending was intentional, but it was
Bad writing. This was intentional because of good writing. However, this isn't the end.
If I had to rank the cases so far, it's my favorite case.
Fair enough.
With the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory. Ostensibly a victory for us.
I was thinking of the word ostentatious.
We talked to Van Zieks.
That certainly was a long trial.
I've been through longer.
No
yes, it
comment.
was.
We've been through longer.
Very true.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil, and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance.
Didn't really stick the landing.
My heartfelt congratulations.
You see that with that face. And to you, Mr. Vittel, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that!
The sole aim for the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Maybe I need to go beyond my duty.
Aye, That you did?
Get the fuck out of here. Take your coin back. Mr. McDrip. Ah, and that girl's with him too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
Oh? What stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks they do and off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was.
I've never been so sad seeing fireworks in my life. What the fuck?
And a view to thank, I suppose, for having the opportunity to see it.
Yeah, that's the face of an innocent man right there.
You know what I was thinking that whole time? What? If he's literally laughing, why is nobody saying anything? But, you know, whatever.
I don't know about that. I'm not really sure I did anything. I don't feel too good about that.
What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of here a free man then?
See, that's what I'm concerned about. I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your plan.
You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and heart-strong! 'Tis water under the bridge!
Oh, yeah. Just like the bodies you're gonna put under there.
Congratulations, Mr. McElden, on having your name cleared.
But nothing's resolved. That's in the second game.
No.
No, Grey is 32 though.
I know. No. There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
I drip. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. 'Tis grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details.
Any wee details?
They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I have absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay.
Well, what? A billionaire paying taxes? What the fuck? Why?
It was a different world back then.
It's not that funny. No one's laughing.
I had the whole courtroom laughing. And so then, drip, as we agreed off-forehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly accept that much. I don't even feel good about the money.
Ah, be wished! You're a humble people, are you, from the east? Oh, if you insist.
But such a nice smile.
Have this still and all. You deserve a reward. And you wait. Mr. Magnus McGilden!
Drip!
Bailiff! Everything is ready, sir. If you'd follow me into the courtroom.
You're not invisible. You're not imaginary. You're really here.
Bailiff in the flesh.
He's real.
What if I told you the bailiff has a hog?
I'm looking forward to it. Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner I was led to believe. I hope it's not too inconvenient, sir. There are some changes to the schedule.
This dream be like,
But I must be making tracks now. Basically, I'm saying I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's time for the inspection.
sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. They're going to examine it again? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part anymore in this matter now. But it's an upstanding member of the London Society. I do be doing my best to help where I can. It's a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare to thee well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
I'm gonna tear this place down.
You are, I'm sure.
And there he goes. A free man. Where are you? Oh, I forgot she was here too.
I really wish I had a Nerf gun.
Don't move! Don't move! Whereas I wanted to say, get a move on, truly does take forever to load that thing.
Do you want me to press her while she's holding it so you can...
Yep. Miss Lestrade, it would put... Would you mind putting that down for a second? I'm sorry, I'm stuttering like a little bitch.
You get her Linus Tech Tips face.
You're a grown-up. Sorry. And I hate all the grown-ups. Codename Kids Next Door.
Even though she's 17.
About to be a grown-up.
That's you.
Ah, there you are!
Not the right voice, not the right voice.
There you are! Ah, there you are!
No.
Yo, Nick, what's going on? Oh, wait, wrong game.
Nick! I'm in the wrong timeline, man!
Dude, what the hell? I'm time traveling, Nick! Oh, what's wrong with your hair, Nick?
Nick, don't you realize I'm just Marty on crack?
Yo, Nick, you look more Eastern than I remember. Nick! Naughty, running off like that. Can I make her German?
You are not German. You are very, very British.
Fuck me. Naughty, running off like that.
She's 8 years old. Have fun.
I get the lolly this time.
You get the lovely.
Some kind of picnic. Who's this little girl now? That reminds me of that One Punch Man meme, where it's like, who invited this sassy young child? And taking that with you as well. Oh, she didn't rob Holmes. This is his assistant. I've seen the cover art.
And she's all yours.
I was looking forward to the trial to run up. Blimey! I was looking forward to the trial to run up my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah! Oh, I wish I had the other Keyblade now! It's in the car still, I forgot to get it. Oh, do you want to play? You don't beat me! Russian!
Please don't make her Russian. I can't take it anymore.
Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of the machine. That machine. I really have a problem putting on my British accent. Blimey! I have to say blimey or something.
Oh, good day to you.
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. I don't know why. British is not my second nature.
Get used to it.
Oh, fuck me.
You got 2 games of it.
The inventor? Thankfully, Chinese is British. Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you
voice
agree?
actor is.
White and more white. Blimey, if you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
If you want, we can go to the menu and listen to their voice actors. That might help get you some ideas.
Yeah, I feel like I have to do that with these accents.
You might have to.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke though? Like, at all? Blimey, I just looked my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing onto my normal onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. What's it? What? I have no idea what this girl's talking about. Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What? What? What for? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. Is that Herlock? What? You mean...
Herlock, we do a little game breaking. It's called He's a Little Fucking Broken. I guess to put it in
What?
terms, if you were in Smash Bros, all of his moves are smash attacks.
What? You mean say sorry? You must say sorry when you have done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. Yo, you're not on my record.
We don't even know her name yet.
An adult? I don't listen to no... Oh, I heard it.
We do a little Russian. It's called We Do a Little Russian. Remember,
No Russian.
I gotta say that to you at the beginning of every stream now.
I don't listen to no... Blimey, I don't listen to no adults. Come along then, follow me.
running around like soldier from TF2.
Fine, have it your way. Oh, good. See, I knew you wanted to do the right thing in the end. I'm fairly sure that she wants to. All she wants right now is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours.
Have you noticed that she has a giant heart as her iron sights?
I didn't notice that.
She also has a heart right there on her goggles.
Neat.
There's a shit ton of imagery on this chick. A shit ton of imagery.
Well, I'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye! I'm sorry for all the fuss. She was a lively one. I hope I don't have to voice her again. Probably won't.
8 more episodes. 7 more episodes, Mr. Naruto. What do you think? Perhaps we ought to be on our way now, too?
Yes!
I think I slurred
You're
that
right,
one,
but... Or two.
Pog! Oh, olden day Pog.
We haven't had time to find a new place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry, though. I have a plan. When worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park we could spend the night.
Oh. You're not thinking Mr. McDrip's duck. Mr. McDrip's duck.
He has a pet duck.
Mr. McDrip's park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
We're hobos!
Don't word it like that, Mr.
Oh, wait a minute, this isn't apologize. I'm not so sure about that.
It runs in the family. I think olden day Pog.
I think a midwinter London night will free the young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear, this is so agreeable.
Where I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McDrip down. I'm starting to regret turning that. That 1,000 guineas. That 1,000 guineas would have had paid for a lovely warm room. Or nature. Ha 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 ha. We're dead.
We're dead.
And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. An egg for these trials. Just as the Reaper of the Old Bailey had warned, the case was far from over.
Prepare for one of the best things you'll ever see in this game that they refuse to ever do again later. And that is this dope as shit animation.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick!
He burned that shit to the ground.
How did this happen? I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed. No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
He burned that shit to the ground.
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Oh, Judge!
This is what Judge does in his free time, unfortunately. He witnesses people die.
This can't be.
Look how cool he looks! That is the coolest shit I've ever seen! And they refuse to ever do it again!
And who's inside of there?
Excuse me.
And the realm of the Reaper. You know, this isn't a spoiler or anything. I just know for a fact that the original Grade A's didn't sell that well, like compared to a normal Ace Attorney game. So when they made the sequel game, it didn't have higher the budget. So that's why there's not going to be that many anime cutscenes in the second game.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Which makes no sense because the second game is so good.
Oh, cool, Herlock.
That's because we're in an investigation.
Wow, we're already here! Like, we're almost there!
The cases only get longer. You just did 3 tutorials. Every case from here on out, minus one of them, are all full cases.
These are great tutorials, though.
Yeah, they're great tutorials.
Like, the best the series has ever offered. Aside from Trials and Tribulation.
Yeah.
I'm biased.
For Trials and Tribulations. I don't blame you. It's freaking good. We can't get too far started, though. It is almost 11:30.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his
Should we
head
just, like,
You already started it! No! 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 No!
Woodley in my direction. That there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
uh-oh.
And that's all you get!
Now here's the question. Do we start going in, or do we end?
I can answer that question with a quick call.
Okay.
Because I do gotta ask them. So if they want to give me a 12,
We can get past the introduction stuff.
no. Hey, Jared. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. When are you getting me? I thought you wanted to give me at 11. I thought you would call or something. I was actually waiting for you to call, which is why I waited so long to call. But yeah, 12 works great. No, 12 works great.
Amazing. Tune in the stream. I'm kidding. Maybe.
Ooh, I actually want to see that. Tell me about it once I get there. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Get past the introductory stuff. We gotta get to the introduction of this case.
We're on case 4.
Gavin said run case 4.
We're actually going through this game. At a really good
It's the one with the war dude and, you know, the first time you see that book dude.
Dude.
I'm trying not to give names away as spoilers. It's the one with the chick who got stabbed in the back out of the window. Yeah, we just started that case. I'm extremely jealous and angry.
What?
I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's terrifying. And I probably will never get it myself due to anger, spite, and disappointment. And self-loathing. Actually, you know what? I would appreciate that. Literally, just get the secret ending, and that's all I ask for. That would be wonderful.
We're talking about DDLC?
Don't worry about it. Just let me know when you do it, but we gotta start this case. We have very precious time. Alright, thank you. Alright, thanks. Bye. We got 30 minutes, move it! Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo?
No. No, not at all. Screen capping that one.
It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a palace. With all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than the day, even in the middle of the night.
What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Bruja, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. I have insomnia.
Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except, when I learned that we owed £3 for rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare.
Sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting, I just wandered in without thinking.
In a lodging house in Japan, that some money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. I did try, but I'm afraid I can't couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill.
I really am sorry.
Well, never mind. Where did I put the book? I found the book. We must find more affordable lodging straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less. We got a shit ton of money from the government.
London is a scary place.
Think about it. If one day is worth a house of 1 year in Japan, and 10 days or less, the amount of money the government gave us, or at least them, is enough for them to have a house for 11 years.
In Japan.
How much money did they get? Jeez. You could buy out all of Japan's economy with that. Or something. I don't know.
London's a scary place. One day you're going to watch My Hero Academia and be like, oh yeah, I've seen those scenes before. Out of context.
Wait.
Which one are you looking for? The ass?
I have a joke.
You're a little bit beyond the ass, sir.
I've seen this before.
London is a scary place.
Dude, that face is... What? Why would they... They were aware the internet exists when they made that, right?
Yes, Horikoshi was aware.
That is the most horny face I've ever seen in a
manga.
A rated T for teen manga.
He knew his audience.
If they knew its audience, it should have been F for mature. Never mind.
That's for the spinoff.
Is that real?
Yeah, My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
And they just fuck.
I'm not sure if they fuck, but it is more mature than this.
Are there tits and ass?
I haven't read it, so I can't answer that. But I know.
Never mind then.
I'll look into it.
And like that, you've lost me.
Good morning to you at this early hour. I gotta find a better voice for you. Oh, yes, we are, well.
Try to have as much authority in your voice as humanely possible. Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. Unfortunately, he does not have voice acting, as far as my knowledge goes, so we're kind of fucked in that. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday.
The vigil sounds amazing. She doesn't get bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. Oh, yes, it was very eye-opening. Thank you.
And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been apprised of events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. Oh! No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer! My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern island. Or land. Thank you very much. So, I'm a lawyer now. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem. Another case? Already? How often do these happen? Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it. What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for?
We just saw this.
Drip!
Villain, drip, villain, drip. Ha 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 ha.
I just can't help wondering if Mr. McDrip really wasn't.
Mr. Naruhodo.
It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth.
No, you had it ascertained.
Yep. Huh. And then the trial ended. Well, you needed to let it trouble you for a second long. Sorry.
Do you mean Lord Strongheart?
Oh no, he wasn't the character. Mr. McDrip passed away immediately following the trial. He literally burned.
No!
What? Mr. McDrip is dead? I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk. Let's talk then. I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead? After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you'll presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom. Yes, of course, that was the scene of the crime which Mr. McDrip had been accused of. Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames. I'm really curious what that matter is now.
How could such a thing have happened?
That is being investigated as we speak, but already, the police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage. I'm sorry, that will throw me off. Did I get it right?
The charred shell.
The charred shell of the carriage, as of that, Mr. McDrip. Okay, yeah. That's awful. Sorry, the computer. The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere. That bailiff really needs to pay more attention.
And how could that have happened?
So many conveniences. That is also being investigated as we speak.
Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilda did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus.
Tamper with evidence.
We just saw this.
Objection! Welcome to chat, Link.
Our first comment!
And it's objective.
3 hours in!
Thank you! You just missed the entire ending of that last episode. You're at the beginning of a new one, though!
Yeah!
Which will be starting mostly next year.
Yeah, because we're gonna end in 20 minutes.
But thanks for coming! Stick around!
Yeah!
Come to the next one! We're desperate.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little discouraged that we didn't have a single comment until now.
Yeah.
That's Pog.
That's Pog.
That's Pog.
You are Pogers.
Podgers. Polgers.
Thankfully,
Folgers in your cup.
I could talk to you about this sometime, but I'm actually working on a way for people to enjoy the Ace Attorney series in a way that's not live. So, working. An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage. Bluffing. I made your day. But then who was Mr. McDrip talking about? Never mind that now. The yard is making making a thorough investigation. I thought that my phone glitched, LOL. But the matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police. I don't know about that one.
Poor Mr. McDrip. Mr. McDrip.
Yeah, let's talk about this. What did we agree to do for that?
You just... More oomph. No.
I like to think of it like as a conductor.
No, he's just swinging it, man.
So am I just like,
No.
what am I doing then? Oh, wait.
No, like, swing it, man!
I'm afraid that he'll. Okay.
I don't know this.
So how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court? Awful. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was, wow. It was just crazy.
So Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history.
Yeah, sure.
It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old.
That's fair. Hi, Zach, with the Keyblade.
He has to
Hit Zach with the Keyblade. Oh.
Oh. But there's no contact.
I can't just link. As much as that would be a great time for me to get revenge, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Dude, the only way you can top me is actually mugging me. Dude, if you actually get someone to actually mug me, I'm not coming over here.
Wow, Suzuto-san has such a way with words. You have such a way with words.
And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones.
I'm just giving you the honest one. That girl's name is Susato?
That's Sasato.
Yes, it's Sasato. I've actually already seen a meme of that. Like
I've never heard of it.
the grade 8 reveal, but it's Susato sauce.
I actually have never even put two and two together. Like, I'll look at this guy's apparel and be like, hey, if you look closely, there's an Among Us in there. But I never thought of Susato.
Yep.
I can't believe I never thought of that.
Ding 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 ding! How did it take us 4 streams to get to that?
I'm ashamed. I'm the funny Among Us man.
You played the entire fucking game.
That's fucking Among Us. See? Head shape,
No, I see it.
darker legs. The ass is Among Us, but I didn't notice Susato. What the hell?
Sauce.
I need more wine.
The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can.
It's already out.
And
Baron Von Zieks hasn't even shown up in this case yet. Wee!
And just like that, everyone, our second bottle of the Street Series.
Third one will be next week.
The most
By the way, Link, this isn't. I'm ashamed of you. It's not real. It's not alcoholic. It's not alcoholic. It's purely here for prop purposes.
you would have.
Cheers to you being fooled. You've been had.
And cheers to you if you're showing up. The most advanced in the world, is it? It was fortunate.
This was fortunate, yes.
That your very first trial was a simple affair. Simple is not the way I say. Describe it.
Simple. That was simple.
Yo, Zach's drinking alcohol? No.
It's a delayed comment. It's a delayed comment.
As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. Because it was rigged from the start.
I don't mean to be contrary, Lauren Strongheart, but that case was anything but simple. I also just had like 16 realizations smack me in the face like I was hit by a truck.
About this character.
Just about the story in general.
That's awesome. Can't wait for me to get hit by that one day.
You'll forget about it.
That's awesome. Actually, no, I'm really good with conjuring.
Sack, it's not real alcohol. Also, Sack acts sauce. Wait, actually, hang on. I'm
Circumstances.
generating a thought. I'm generating one cohesive thought.
What?
I'm I'm still in the process of generating the thought.
Awesome. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Maybe you're Seuss. Is something funny?
I can't.
Sir, what?
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
I was gonna turn. If you had a mask laying on the ground, I was gonna turn this around, put my hood up, and put the mask on. So I'm just a fucking Among Us. Also, that ox broke, and we no longer have sound. That's awesome.
My dear fellow, let me test a theory real quick.
I just bought that.
They suck.
You're not getting sound either. Having a wonderful time.
Hold on, let me test this real quick. Hi, Joe. He's in my DMs.
Oh yeah, it could be possible that there's actually no music.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
This game should never be silent.
True, with a visual novel. Thank you guys for 2 likes, by the way. I can guess who both of them are. No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. Tech problems? We're fine. Don't worry. We've had worse tech problems. Remember Justice for All? And that can only be attributed to the exponential talent.
Exceptional.
Exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I don't know about that. I think we were set up from the start.
Oh, this game is such a treat.
Well, never mind. Huh. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much is at least an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before. What's going on? What were they gonna say before? He's Seuss. Everyone here's fucking sus. The only one that's sus is the only man that's not sus is the fucking Grim Reaper. I gotta be friends with the Grim Reaper.
You say that.
Is he sus?
I mean, you do defend him at some point. Amogus. Could you perhaps give us more details about the new case you mentioned?
Don't tell me. It's a murder, and the trial starts in 10 minutes. That's Lane's attorney. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming that, or quite as urgent as your last assignment. Fuck me. In fact, this case is completely different. Is it not a murder? Oh, Judge Lie. Did you just read my mind? Everyone reads your mind. This is to say, no one has died. As yet. What did that imply? And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise. Ha ha. And the trial's tomorrow. There's no point in giving me the watch at this point.
Is everything else alright?
Oh, yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Or if this...
Oh, Mr. Naruto.
No, Mr. Naruto, you are cut out to be a lawyer. This world's just not ready for you yet. I don't know if I can stand facing that courtroom against again after Mr. McDrip's trial. Yo, traumatic first cases, Ryunosuke and Mia be like... Oh yes, I nearly forgot. There's one similarity with yesterday's case. Pink is sus? At the moment. That can be interpreted as Suzuto's sus, or freaking Owen's sus.
That one's kind of reaching. That one's... That was kind of...
Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. Oh! Again, if the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented.
Still can't believe we never ate these.
We are the only fucking defense attorneys in the world.
No, it's not that we're the only ones. It's just we're the only ones who are not afraid of the Reaper.
Got it. And if that happened, I need not to remind you of the inevitable outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they're mostly edible. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? They're like...
borderline.
We should finish these tonight. The most terrible end awaits the defendant. Will you take this burden with me?
I'll take a stack.
You said a stack.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, fuck. I'm taking the burden of the stack.
I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah.
Oh!
What?
That's why people eat like 20 Pringles at once.
Why?
You get lamb blasted with flavor.
Yeah. They're advertised to be eaten in stack.
I thought they just did that because it was a Rick and Morty ad.
No. They've been doing that before Rick and Morty ad.
I've been eating these things wrong for 10 years.
Perhaps. Perhaps more.
I've literally never eaten these more than 2 at a time until I just did it right there.
Felt better.
It did not feel better. I went through like 6 chips at once.
Yep.
All just for an extra second of lamb blasted flavor?
Yep.
Why are people... Wait. Why are these even sold in New York then? If it's flavor you want, go south. You know we're dull as hell up here, right? If you go down south, those people have so many things you can buy that have flavor in them that you would never find up here.
New
My
song.
dad is like still freaking out about it.
New song to listen to. Don't Fear the Reaper. Neat. Yes, that's right.
I hope you get used to it.
Here we go again. Aw, shit. Oh, yeah. Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would
Those
advise
3 minor things you talked about did in fact take us 16 minutes.
I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. Like
You know, if you're speed running this game, his math is always wrong.
Yep. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 29 seconds until the court sits. Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There's something I should like to ask you. Oh, what's that? I just know last time Link was in chat, we were also talking to this guy.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intended to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asagi. I would be interested to hear exactly what you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds. We're narrowly avoiding 33. Oh, well, Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world works so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I like to work towards that myself, and there's another thing.
Oh?
Another thing, continue. On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me.
There's something very important that I have to do.
Kazuma's been in every stream.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. Something very important? Huh. What exactly would that be? He never had the chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he had... You're out of time. You're out of time. Well, thank you for your enlightening decision.
Let's go now.
What's all this about? Mr. So you never once mentioned anything of sort to me.
I urge you both to focus your...
And I was supposed to be his love interest.
Not anymore. I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to apprise you of the details. So I wish you the best of luck, and bid you farewell. Sasito.
I'm not. There's something very important I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what does you mean?
What do you mean? Wish I knew, honestly. But honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think? Gumshoe seems intensified. I miss him.
I miss Emma.
Yeah.
I miss them all.
I miss the entire cast. Minus the pedos.
I don't miss Larry.
Hey!
I saw him in my dream last night. I've had enough of him. I was literally Edgeworth. And he was just there, sitting at a table by himself. And I'm like, he knows me. I kid you not. I walked in as Edgeworth. Red tux and fucking everything. And I saw Phoenix. I want to say Gumshoe. And I think Will Powers.
Bob.
Will Powers, but in a black suit.
Okay.
They're all talking at a table. And I just walked over and they're all just laughing. They just ignored my presence. So I just walked away and hung out with Larry.
Loser Club!
And he's like, hey, Edgeworth! And that's all I remember. That is all I remember.
You know what I gotta say, though? One of my favorite things about Trials and Tribulations with Larry? They gave him a theme.
They gave him a theme?
Yeah. The theme that plays when he's on screen. The name of his theme is When Something Smells. It's usually me.
Why do I have no recollection of the theme?
I should send it to you later.
You should send it to me. You're right!
I hope I'm just imagining it, but I want to say he looks very pleased to see us at all. Oh, he has fish and chips.
Well, you know what to get for next stream. By the way, we have 3 minutes.
Could we trouble you?
What do you think?
Wait,
What do you think?
I thought I voiced him.
I give you Lestrade instead.
Who's Lestrade? No, honestly.
Oh, this is gonna be a long series.
Oh, wait, Lestrade, the freaking girl. The thief girl. Damn it!
I mean, do you want him? You can have him, if you want.
Ah! Or, lovely weather, isn't it? Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
Did you want him?
If
you want him, take him.
What voice were you thinking?
I was still developing it. I'm just thinking of, like, what's the weather got to do with anything? Not like something like that. I was probably just gonna combine Gumshoe with British.
I don't know.
Well, you get a taste of him now, and you think about it later.
Okay.
If you want him, go for him.
Ah! Listen to me, you Japanese, you upstart. Something fribbery about the weather doesn't give every English gent eating out your hand, you know? Ah, but Suzuto-san told me it was full fruit. I'm a busy man, a very busy man.
Wait, hang on.
Give me the voice check. Oh no, there's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having to give the likes of you a talking to. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Can you imagine what the other officers there would be saying?
My baby.
I'll eat your baby.
What are you, fucking Roman?
Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. And all because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. Hear that ripping sound? That was my reputation at the yard going to ladders. There's no need to rip us apart as well.
I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer.
Eh?
It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
You're not getting those back while he's on screen. Eh?
It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
You're in character. By the way, have your watch back. Keep off screen now.
Haha! I have your prop now! Haha! No.
Your food became my prop. It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine. Gavin violently eating is killing me. I'm not even eating, dude. The chips are all the way fucking down there.
What I was actually planning on doing is I was actually planning on taking out a handful and holding it out, and you just...
If you want to try to do that...
I don't want to do that! At least let me get some! You troglodyte.
Unbelievable. How did she pull that off? So, Lord Shanghart had asked me to fill you in on the case.
You know, he's technically not holding it right now. He stuffed it in his pocket.
And over here, then. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Gregson! Inspector, Gregson?
What's the matter with Suzuto-san? Oh, yes, now it's back! Does this detective's name mean something to her?
It's 12. We have to end.
Unfortunate!
Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson?
But he's a London detective.
Oh, I do know him very well, in fact.
Very well!
Yes, he features prominently in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Randist Magazine?
That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful, friendly rivalry.
Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible. Oh, well, I don't know about that.
Neck moment.
Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Gregson is the peck of a bad lot of all the Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words.
That's his highest praise?
Well, Mr. Sholmes is particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That he's not! And thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now!
You are... I love that! That delivery was great!
I'm voicing it like official.
You're voicing this guy. This is gonna be fun.
That's great, isn't it? Oh, I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it is not! There's nothing more sinister than that man on the street! People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors?
Are you quite sure?
He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head. Stuff like that.
Gosh, you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
All the time. Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folks are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. As sure as eggs are as eggs. As sure eggs as eggs is eggs.
Wait, hang on. Where's your pretzels?
I found me pretzels. You can have your ride chips back.
Give me my damn ride chips back! And those are shaped more accordingly, too! You can literally wrap those in a napkin!
Oh. Gavin vacuum, but thank you.
Olden day, Pog?
I get the feeling this detective could be very hard to work.
Oh dear. Perhaps the sunrise to fame does change people.
You just said that in front of me.
No!
Oh, he couldn't hear it. Yeah.
I have to leave in a minute.
Well, guys, enjoy.
Whoa!
Read through this. Read through this.
Yeah, we'll finish it.
So,
It's
about.
called we push it. It's called we do a little bit of push it.
All the time. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before. Nothing to tell, really. As far
We
as
need a hat.
I want a fucking hat. Give me my hat. Gold up. Get this off my head.
But you're gonna miss out on this theme.
As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler.
Oh dear. That probably means, as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right. Oh, fuck, I have no reason to take that off. A young woman was walking along the pavement on the Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind.
He was literally standing like Sans for a second.
Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in the hospital, unconscious.
That's despicable! What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind?
Your client. I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a through-the-toe takedown, huh?
That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo.
Brace yourself, Rinosuke. You've angered her now. Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea. The incident took place, to be honest. So there must be. I can get real fish and chips next time. I can get real fish and chips.
But the unfortunate thing about that is, if you watch his eating animations, literally while he's chewing, he goes like this, and the whole thing just pops right back up.
I noticed that.
So you're gonna have to order a lot of fish and chips.
That's expensive. I don't know if I can buy that many.
I can.
You're gonna fund the fish project.
No.
Fuck! So there must be something left in the scene that led you directly to the culprit.
The headphones got in on this side, and it scared the shit out of me. I thought it ear raped me, like my alarm used to. Because when my alarm used to go off, it would turn whatever music I'm listening to up as loud as humanly possible, and then my alarm would go off. Oh my goodness. So perhaps a reliable witness who would recognize the person in question?
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry? Oh, there's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now. Why ever not? Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Baron Von Zieks.
I'm flattered, right?
Same energy. That's the same shit like Gumshoe did in the original game.
Yeah.
No! Sounds like you've heard of him then. I competed against him.
I beat him first try! Oh yes, we're very familiar with Lord Van Zieks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
The Reaper of the Baby.
I mean, the guy you did defend did fucking die. Did that just occur to you?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Ah!
Well, find out more about the Reaper of the Bailey. Find out more about Inspector Gregson.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah!
Ah!
We're having fun.
Right, bum.
And, yeah, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed tonight's stream. If you did...
Ah! Nah! we're putting you in timeout.
No!
I'll bust some out, Fuji-Sack. You watch. I won't watch. But I'll learn.
We're developing schizophrenia.
There's weeping in my attic.
But yeah, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed tonight's stream. Thank you for coming, Link. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you can't miss the next adventure. The next K is afoot. And we're going to be seeing some Pogger characters now that we've been introduced to them all. He is going for that last drop.
If I had more wine, I would have had a gimmick.
I enjoyed the 20 minutes I was here. We're always like this, Link. We're always.
We literally have so much fun here. Unfortunately, though, next week we're not doing this twice.
Yep.
We're doing it all in one run.
But it's long. So yeah. You have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Cheers to a great case solved. And not so much cheers as the fact that I'm all out.
You tell me, Baron Von Zieks! You're so fucking cool!
Because, you know, I'm not
You're not
doing
actually doing that. No, I didn't do that with Godot either.
I wish that I could, though.
Yep.
I wish I just had disposable glasses.
I mean, we literally got that from the Dollar Tree.
If I could break that with my bare hands, I would.
Yeah. We're very cheap around here with props, but we do them.
I'm afraid.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm afraid.
If we're gonna do it, put it at a time when we have a larger audience.
And I have gloves on.
When everything's safer. Anyways, have a great night, everyone. Peace out.